put.
Damn, set, watch you throw the ball. We gon' pick it off. You gon' let him hit the hole or you gon' cut it off. You gon' play through 4th and long or you gon' punt it off. Your defenders, heavy hitters, put your pads in. Don't be looking for the ref to throw no flags in. Keep the helmet on, keep the cleats tight. You the type to want to win by any means, right? You should look alive. This is Trap or Dive.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of Trap or Dive Podcast. I'm your host of the Trap or Dive Podcast, Mual. I'm in here with the fellas, bang. Nick is in the building. What's up, player?
What it do, God? What it do, God?
Hey, your mic ain't on again, if you know what I'm talking about.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm talking about? All right. What up, Ride Dog? How you feeling, big dog?
What's funny is I heard Nick, so I don't
No,
know.
Nick know what I'm talking about. But
okay.
because I can hear him too.
Word.
How you feeling though, bro?
I'm good, bro. A little tired, but you know, just another day.
Preparing for the strongest man competition, bro.
You can say that, bro.
You about to Hey, what's the joke like in the real life strongest man competition when they be having to pull that boulder, that 900-pound boulder behind them, bro?
I don't know the name of it. I know what you're talking about. I don't know the
dude from Game of Thrones, bro. You know he was in them competitions.
Them competitions next level, bro. I wouldn't even think about it.
You ain't gonna think about it.
I wouldn't even think about it.
But you? I mean, at this point, you might be co-captain of Strong Gang. You might be up there with me, bro.
That's insane, bro.
Like you co-captain, bro. What's up?
Nick, they said you coming back next week, brother. What they say around town?
Yeah, that's the plan, bro. It depends on how this new schedule about to look, bro. I'm just going. If I fuck around, got going every day, I ain't coming back.
Well, I mean,
going to the office.
Yeah, if I gotta go in the office every day, it's a wrap, bro.
Well, that's what you meant by new schedule. I thought you was talking about like with the baby.
I mean that's part of it, but like until we get a schedule where we gotta fuck around, get her to daycare, it's a whole bunch of shit, bro. But it's
hey Nick, your new beard cut, you look like a little henchman, bro.
It's crazy, bro.
Nick be trying to switch it up. That's what it is.
You know, take a couple years off real quick. You know what I'm saying?
That what you think, bro? You still look stupid, bro.
Like a henchman, man. Who your gang leader, bro?
Me?
Yeah, who your gang leader, bro?
My leader, not a follower, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm a leader, not a follower.
All right.
Come on, bro.
If you are new to the channel, man, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button first and foremost if you're new. But always hit that like button. Yeah. If you are on the audio side, appreciate you listening. Hit with that follow button, rate and review if you can, man. We always appreciate that. Same thing. Free to do so, and it takes 10 seconds to show you support that way. Let's get to the show. We got some people on here with some goals, man, and we got Papa Nick. He got his baby. Yeah, he's taken care of, and Rad got some goals to tackle before his competition, his strongest man competition, where he benching 600 pounds, bro. That's crazy.
600.
Hey, matter of fact, since we missed last week, let's get right into the Titans and Cowboys stuff. So I'm going to try and find this topic, this article. You said it was an article, right?
Mm-hmm. All
right, so I'm gonna try to find the article for you, but I want you to bring up what the article consisted of, since you was thinking about the support for what you were saying. I did think it was an interesting conversation, but let's go ahead and get into it.
So, I mean, hopefully I'm quoting the article right, but while you look it up, but basically it revolved around Cam Moore and his body of work in comparison to the quarterbacks that got drafted in the previous draft, which would be Caleb Williams, Jada Daniels, Drake May, Michael Penix, that class. The particular article I'm speaking of,
Found it. Sorry.
Okay.
Here it is.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and play this. It actually came from Jordan Reed.
Okay.
Jordan Reed is an ESPN draft analyst, and I guess I would assume that whatever the article consisted of, it captured what he said about Cam Ward and JJ McCarthy. So I'm going to go ahead and let this play. This came out a month ago. All right, here we go.
I'm a big Cam Ward fan. I like him a lot. I think he's being severely underrated in that class. And, you know, everybody likes to use last year's class as the standard. And I get it. We had 6 guys go in the top 12. But if we were to put Cam Ward in last year's draft class, I would have him ahead of J.J. McCarthy as being the 4th quarterback off of the board. And J.J. went, I believe, 10th overall. But with Cam, I just love the mentality that he has. You know, that underdog mentality that he has. Somebody that was severely under-recruited, being in the wing T offense, throwing the ball maybe 10 times a game. But just the way that he's able to change programs, and he's had an impact wherever he's been, whether it's Incarnate Word in the FCS ranks, Washington State, and then at Miami. He's had a profound impact. And then every time
we'll let it stop right there because I think he captured the essence of it. And I'm assuming because he was in favor of Cam, you said the person who covered
was in favor of JJ McCarthy. Correct.
All right, so that's kind of the basis. That's where the nature of the conversation probably stemmed from, right there. Am I correct?
Correct.
All right, let's go and get into it.
So, you know, the reason I brought it up because I kind of wanted your opinion, which is why we brought it on to the show. Because, you know, obviously with us having a number one pick, 9 times out of 10 we'll be taking Cam Ward. I mean, I'm pretty for sure on that. But, you know, don't quote me. I'm not Adam Schefter, nothing like that. So I just kind of wanted to bounce that question off of y'all because obviously, you know, I'm a little biased. But Nick already knows there was a trade rumor going around maybe like a month or two ago, maybe probably less than that, saying, you know, the Titans should think about trading their number one pick for JJ McCarthy. Like, I know for a fact that was a topic of conversation he and I talked about. But I kind of want to throw it back to y'all before I kind of really, because I'm a homer. So obviously that's what we're taking. So like, it's hard for me to sit here and say, but the thing I want to point out is, you know, there's a lot of, I guess, I ain't going to say hype around JJ McCarthy, but there's a lot of expectation out of JJ McCarthy because they obviously feel like he is going to be exactly what they're looking for. I mean, they took him first round, so I mean that's what you would hope as a franchise. But I leave it to y'all. He just didn't take a snap yet. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I don't know what the big hype is around it, but you know.
Hey man, well shout out to you for being honest with your biases. You know, this could have helped you out 3 years ago, or 2 years ago. You know, if you did that as well.
Right.
Yeah, but honestly, I am such well, let me tell the people what I said to Rye when he first brought this up to me, because I did acknowledge, like, for as much love as Cam Ward is getting, I'll be like the same way with JJ. Like, I first off, I think I like Cam Ward. I think that Cam Ward is a dog. I thought like that for like the last 3 years. Honestly, probably longer than that, because I first found him at Incarnate World, and like he was cooking in the playoffs, and I didn't know who he was at the time. He was just throwing dimes, bro.
I'm talking about in the chat. Game was live. They talking like 64 points or something.
Yeah, I'm like, who is Cuz, bro? And then I found out when Washington State had this quarterback that was cooking. I'm like, bro, he looked like dude from it. They was like, that is dude from it. I'm like, oh shit, it's lit. So like, that's my dog. But JJ, similar to how Jordan Reed broke down Cam, I'm like, bro, like, I can see why people love JJ, because like they look at him in a run dominant offense, and they're saying like this dude is just being asked to manage the football game. But when they ask him to make throws with his arm and win with his arm, or like if you isolate like certain reps and you see him make certain throws against certain coverages, they're like, all right, he has something here. So I, from that standpoint, understand why JJ is also underrated, right? But if you put them two side by side, I'm definitely thinking like Cam Ward is the guy, like over JJ. But like, I think another element that you got to think about, like JJ and his scrambling ability and like his ability to actually, like, I didn't know he ran a 4.4. I didn't know that. Like,
bro, I didn't know that until just now.
And he be kicking it.
4.4.
Yeah, he be kicking it, bro. But I didn't know that before he actually ran. Like, I'm like, dang, he that fast too. Like, and he be making shit shake with his legs. I think the one thing that gets Cam Ward in trouble, bro, is like he gets too comfortable in the pocket. And like, it's not like he panics. He just gets too comfortable. Like, he think that he can make anything shake, and like he can just stand back there forever instead of like making a decision. Like, hurry up, bro, throw the ball away, or throw the ball to the check down, or actually use your legs. That's the one thing that I think, Brad. But when it comes to those two, I would put Cam Ward ahead of him just because, like, I'm biased because I know that dude since the corner world. But I do acknowledge, like, JJ is an underrated prospect within his own right, which is why he was selected by the Vikings as a top 10 pick. Like, they knew, and other teams knew as well. If they had a chance to draft him, I'm sure he wouldn't have made it out of the first round period.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's kind of how I look at that situation. Whoever said if it was a salacious article about Cam, I don't agree with that. But if it was just like I choose JJ over Cam, I can understand.
Okay. I'm gonna take a small step further. I think he would have been top 3 quarterbacks in last year's draft. I think he'd probably went before Drake May, in my opinion. I think it would have been a conversation for him and Jaden Daniels, to be honest. Last year, if that was the case, it would have been a conversation. I'm not a big fan of JJ McCarthy. Never been a big fan of him.
You got one more mention of Jaden Daniels before you get booted out this stream.
So, Mual, as a first of all, you took the wrong person out.
He disconnected. I ain't do nothing.
As a prior to what you know now about Jaden Daniels, would you have not wanted to take Cam Ward at number two last year?
No, I did the film sessions, Nick. I broke every single part of his game down. I would not have taken Cam over Jaden. Like, the film sessions are still on YouTube to this day. Why would I do that? Why would I do that?
I think
Tell me why.
Oh my God!
Why would I do that?
He's blowing, bro.
What is wrong with you, bro?
Bro, if Cam came out last year, bro, it would have been a conversation to take him as.
It would have been a conversation that he would probably go top 10, sure. But he ain't going top 2.
So, all right, bro.
I didn't say a single word about anything you said prior to you mentioning Jaden Daniels.
All I'm saying is,
you said Drake May, okay, cool. Had that conversation. I'm not here to stop you. Go ahead, keep talking. Just don't mention the other guy. Now you're crossing boundaries.
That's crazy, bro. But I think it would have been a conversation. I mean, for real. It would have been he could have went 1, 2, or 3, in my opinion, in last year's draft. I know Caleb had a whole bunch of. Cam had more team success than Caleb did, especially you know what I'm saying, a couple of years he's been in the league, out there. So I think it would have been a conversation for Cam. 1, 2, or 3, bro. He could have went there. In my opinion, I don't think Drake May would have been out there.
I'm gonna just keep it a bug with you, bro. There wasn't no way in hell Caleb wasn't being considered outside of top 2.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, he was a bona fide top 2 pick.
Man.
Jaden solidified himself as a top 2 pick, like, after the conclusion. I mean, well, honestly, I don't think it was after the conclusion. I think it was probably like midway through his 2023 campaign.
LSU didn't make it to the. They didn't make it to the playoffs, did they?
Nah, they defense was some shit.
Yeah, and I think JJ. And it kind of sucks when you got a good team around you. I feel like Jalen Hurts got the same problem. When your team is real good around you, it kind of hinders you. It kind of like people going to slight you regardless. Kind of what you said. I still don't think JJ is that guy, regardless. Because when he had like 20 touchdowns and like 6 picks or something, like he didn't have a great statistical year.
Yeah, I don't see special in JJ. But I think situations is very important. And I think he landed in the right situation with Minnesota. I'm actually very interested. I'm actually very excited to see like what he looks like once he's like fully healthy again. Like, that's going to be like his one preseason game, while super short because of the injury, and it showed a lot of intrigue there, and he only played just such a short amount of time, bro. And maybe that's actually a sad thing, because like the expectations for him maybe a little bit on the higher end now, but I'm actually excited to see what bro on, bro.
But he got a good OC though. I don't think he'll be bad. I think I think his offensive coordinator will assist him kind of like how he did with Sam. Like he's not gonna put him in too many bad places, make it easy for him. I think he'll be all right, but
real quick, I'm gonna slightly pivot real quick. I sent a video to the chat, but LaShawn McCoy on the whatever show they have on FS1.
Bro, you shit up, bro.
I hope this is a quick conversation, bro. But he says he don't know how Cam Moore can be considered the number 1 pick in the draft because he was a 0-star recruit in high school.
Bro, 5-star recruits be shit in college.
I just feel like that's such an asinine statement to say because he was a 0-star recruit in high school.
Well, what was Khalil? Well, that's actually a dumb comparison because Khalil Mack wasn't a number 1, but he was a first round. So it's like, what was his recruit status?
He played Buffalo when Khalil Mack was there.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
All
like,
imagine study, block him.
Right. Imagine if you was an opponent of Khalil Mack in college, bro, and you knew you weren't in like Power 5 conference, bro, and you had to block Khalil Mack. Why are you here? Like, why are you here?
I think we lost by 63, bro. Like, it was the wildest game in the world. No, he OC, bro. I think Kareem had to check him. I mean, Kareem had to block him, bro. Khalil Mack was a dog at Buffalo.
Yeah, but I just feel like that's more shady. Just D-riding.
That's lazy, bro. That's just lazy analysis,
terrible, bro. It's because he's a Shador guy. But my thing is, you could be a Shador guy. You ain't got to say nothing stupid like because you was a 0-star recruit. I ain't never seen nobody go number 1 overall as 0-star recruit in high school. I'm just not sold on Cam Moore.
Shador was what, 3-star?
I don't know.
2-star? Shador wasn't even a 5-star.
He wasn't no 5-star. I think it sounded like the way that Rod talking, it sounded like the crux is him being a 0-star.
Yeah, so that's exactly what he said.
Yeah, but like that's just lazy, bro.
Of course.
Like I was so disappointed he got on national TV and stuff. That's what you got.
Didn't hear it. I'm glad I didn't hear it.
I just sent it to you.
He said it with the straightest face too. He was like, "Man,
I'm working. I'm gonna take a look at that though.
I just never seen Santana Moss was a 0-star. Look at him. He wasn't first.
No, he was though.
Like it doesn't matter what star you are, bro. If you are either you hoop or you don't. You get your chance. You go to school. You know what I'm saying?
Let's Google it. Let's how many?
Oh, you know I wanted to do that. I just
star
forgot to do it. I want to do that so bad. Ended up being first round.
Was a first round draft pick NFL. Let's see what we get. Shout out to AI for
I was about to say ask them. Ask chat.
In the 2023 NFL draft, 2 first-round picks were unranked recruits. All right, that's the 2023 draft. Justin Jefferson was a 0-star recruit.
What?
For real? That's crazy.
Justin Jefferson was a 0-star recruit. I actually remember that. But I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I
want to see that. I want to see the tape they saw.
But no, to be on that, you gotta go to a bunch of camps, bro. You just don't like if you don't go to the camps, you're not.
That's also true too.
Yeah, so it'd be some dogs. If you go to your school camp, like you go to like LSU camp, he probably got his offer at LSU camp. He probably can go to like the because it'd be like a bunch of I don't know if you ever seen it. It's a bunch of one-on-ones that people like kids go through all year round. In like different cities, different regions, and that's how they figure out who's going to be ranked, who's not going to be ranked.
Yeah, if you think about it, like this ain't like a big name like Justin, but like locally, Benjamin St. Juice, like we had him on the podcast a few years ago. I think he was a rookie still, or maybe his second year. But he's from Canada, and his parents would take him to like Michigan and Minnesota for camps. Like that's how he got put on the map. Like he had to travel, go to these football camps, bro, get put on the map. That's how he ended up getting his scholarship. I don't know what his star was or his ranking, but yeah, like as he would have been a casualty of Canada if he ain't make those trips.
Yeah, Mahomes was a 3-star. That's a heads up.
My homeboy. What's up, Rick?
Yo.
What's up, bro?
Bro, can you see?
You froze.
Your
You
muted.
Your mic muted, bro.
It don't say it's muted.
Oh, there
you talking now?
Loud as shit.
You can hear me?
Yeah, you good.
Oh, my bad. I'm
Good
turning
quality,
it
bro.
down a
Back
little
up, bro.
bit.
I'm about to say, bro, you pay some money for that mic.
Say Rick
My
doing his
bad.
thing, bro. Yeah, where your mic at, Rock?
It's on my head.
Mic on your head, bro.
It's crazy.
Mic on your head is crazy, bro. That's a wild statement.
First of all, there you go reaching, bro. What we doing, bro? Let's get back to what we was doing, bro.
Now we reach.
Nah, for real though. Let's keep it pushing. We did Cam Ward. That is one thing though, Shadur, bro.
Shadur.
Like I think it's interesting that people are like, you know, they finding ways to take shots at him because they don't like his dad.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Like,
going on.
And I mean, honestly, like, and when I say they don't like his dad, like he has a persona too. And when I say persona, I don't mean that in a negative way. Like he has a personality, and I think people like see this social media side where they see clips or they see like confidence in coming from Shadur and his family. You know, they paint this picture of him being a villain. I'm like, damn, bro, like he ain't even make it to the league yet, and y'all got all these salacious stories or rumors or comments and thoughts about the quarterback.
Hey, that's your second time saying salacious, bro. What does salacious mean?
Here you go, bro.
Come on, bro. Hold on.
Let me
bro.
actually
let
me go ahead and
put that in the phone. I gotta put that in my phone, bro.
Salacious.
Need that one. I like that. That shit sounds sexy. Salacious.
Oh wow,
that's a sexy ass word.
Actually, this was a
it's
little
like peach.
Yeah, so I probably
use it wrong the whole time.
No, I didn't use it wrong, but it is like the context. The formal definition isn't. I want you to look it up. Cause I ain't gonna say it.
You gotta look it up. You already got it up, bro.
I'm looking at it right now.
You already got it up, bro. Go ahead. What's it mean?
It says causing or showing a strong interest in sexual matters, often used to describe something that is indecent or obscene.
I don't think the reporter's doing that, bro.
Yeah. See, like a salacious like when I think of salacious headline,
but I guess
is like salacious is wild. Salacious is like out of this world. Like salacious is
I think that's what you meant.
Yeah, salacious. Like that's why I was like, there's different ways to.
No, they got examples up here, like the salacious gossip spread quickly through the office.
Yeah, you know what that means. The secretary.
Secretary.
But nah, so maybe I was using that word wrong. Anyway, I think though I do think those the way that they talk about them though, and that's why I'm giving it to y'all. Like I think the way that they talk about them though is kind of the one it's like, bro, like relax. Like if y'all don't feel comfortable around him, then stop covering him. Stop talking about him.
I got a question before I go. How many times do you look at somebody's tape? Like, do you look at it that one time for maybe like an hour, get your notes together?
Oh, that was your question, like that.
Yeah, like how many times do you? Because and I'll tell you why I did. You answer.
Well, if I'm actually studying a player, I watch like 5-6 games, like the full game. So like that can be nowadays, given our return to office schedule, that can be a few days for me. May even be a week. But like if I was like sitting down on a weekday or if I had some leave during the week and I could actually have time, I could probably finish my tape in a day, but that's gonna take probably like somewhere like 4 hours maybe.
All right. The reason why I asked, it's weird to me how when people stop playing football, their opinions change, and it's like you keep like the tape was the same in September or the tape was the same in December that it was in April. And like a lot of people are like, oh, Shador does this. Like y'all know what he was doing months ago. Y'all was just praising for doing the same thing, and now all of a sudden it's like, I don't know what I was looking at in September. I think I'm a whole new person.
Yeah, I feel like that whole patting the ball thing is out of context.
That's what I was thinking of. I was trying to remember the specific recent controversy and it was impact.
Yeah, but like I'm like, bro,
he been patting the ball.
It's endless, and they showed it. I think it was Scott Van Pelt. He showed like a clip of a bunch of quarterbacks patting the ball. Pat Mahomes, Matt Stafford, Baker Mayfield, Aaron Rodgers.
Brady patting the ball.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like it's nothing.
Everybody patting the ball.
Like they still getting the ball out their hand, bro. Like ain't nobody T-stepping that fast and breaking the ball when they see the pat.
It started because somebody in the league, some safety or somebody
Andre Cisco.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Jacksonville.
Talk about he better stop patting that ball.
Yeah.
Like, Cisco, boy, don't you play for Jacksonville? Like, go sit down somewhere, bro.
31st pass defense. Break it
Go
off.
sit down, bro.
Hey, that's funny.
I was just curious because I don't know if like other scouts just watch the same person 3-4 times before.
Yeah, nah. I mean, well, you mentioned former players. Like some people just don't even give a damn. Like once they retire, like if they got the platform to talk, like they treat it like they going to work. They may watch some tape, but they may watch like some highlights and call it a day, so they can catch up and be educated on the topic.
Yeah, even with what's the boy name? Arizona Tat Macaroni.
Tap McMillan.
Yeah, he like everybody's praising him, buddy, all season long, and then as soon as
now they cut him up. Yeah.
Now they say,
but think about it though. Oh, go ahead.
But mind you, before I want to say like February, we was me, Ryan, and Jimmy. We be watching film all damn man. Once after the national championship, be in the film room. So they kept showing me. I was like, bro, it's something about him. I don't like him for real. Like I don't think he that nice for real. A lot of his players be busted coverage. 2 months later, now I told him about Matthew Golden a long time ago.
He a dog.
So 2 months later, now Matthew Golden, everybody draft board. I'm like, bro, what y'all in my notes or something?
What's in my notes?
Let me show y'all this thing about who is this from the Raw Room? I think I sent it to the chat, but I'm not too sure. But I'm about to share my screen.
iPad don't.
Yeah, there you go. This is from the Raw Room.
My first year, I was in Seattle. Them boy printed out that because niggas was fucking up.
Print out the hours?
See, he was actually looking at it.
You can see all that shit.
But we in week 12, his total time had already been only been like an hour and some change.
Week 12?
You taking it back?
Boy, what?
Watch the film.
You can put it on and let it play.
In meetings. Why we going in the meeting? I got the film playing.
That's what I'm telling y'all.
G-Code, nigga, that's free time.
He ain't even unlocking that. He ain't even opening that bitch up.
That's free time.
That bitch was probably dead for 7 weeks.
When you going through iPad and they're going through the PowerPoint, nigga had a PowerPoint up playing.
You watch on the plane.
That's what I'm telling y'all. I know.
Nigga. No, he could have left that hole open at the crib. Open it up.
That don't work.
It don't work? Okay.
That don't work. If you ain't pushing nothing, that's
okay.
You gotta be continued, nigga. No, because you got fast forward wires. You still want to watch a film.
Damn.
It shows all that.
Yeah.
It shows all that.
It shows if it's been paused.
It tracks the time you watch, the time they play time.
But it also do like, okay, if you got a 32-minute cut up or some more game you watching, you just watch that bit for the straight 32.
That ain't gonna count.
Coaches ain't going for that.
All right, yeah. I see that.
You put that bitch on and just left it.
Stop it. Bro.
You gotta have, yeah.
Now, if it's a 32-minute cut up and now you watch it for an hour.
So imagine.
Nah, I know using that bitch going back and forth, looking at
Imagine McMillan, who said he don't watch no film, bro. He only watch film when he with his teammates. He don't watch film by himself, bro. And you telling me you going into the NFL? You said that in an interview, bro, and you about to get drafted in the NFL, bro. Like, of course, the team's going to take you, but like, bro, think about that. If they tracking your time, like, Kyler Murray got in trouble because he be playing Call of Duty and he don't be like, come on, bro, like they tracking your time, and you a quarterback.
I don't watch my field on Ted, and I don't even play for the team.
What if he keep doing that and what if he keep doing that but he cooking?
I mean, hey,
it's possible.
Sometimes people just talented like that, but
I'm just saying.
I mean, they was just talking about a player who only watched an hour and
be like Johnny Manziel.
It's week 12.
Hey,
see what happened to
Johnny. I can tell you whoever that was that Darren Bates was talking about. He was on special teams. AO3 running up and down the sideline, bro.
That's
he probably a gunner.
An hour isn't the same, but my thing is, I'd have never. If you watched the clip, I don't know if you saw the video of him actually saying it, but he was like, he was like chilling when he said it. He like, yeah, like I don't really watch film like that. I don't really like watching football like that.
But you know what's crazy, bro? It's a lot of people that's just really God-given talented that don't need to do nothing but just walk out.
Yeah, till you run the wrong route.
Hey,
that's when they start talking about it.
Yeah.
You only watch 32 minutes of film?
What?
32 minutes.
And that's coaching, bro. Coach gotta be like, hey, bro, you been in the film room?
Yeah, I'm gonna check the logs. I'm checking log sheets and figure out what you've been doing.
His iPad part in the coach office is chilling. You gonna forget this jump?
Do him like it did Jamarcus. Yeah, take this home, bro. And
It's Toy Story 3 on that jump.
Hey, bro. All right, where was that one at? All right, subtweet Tyreek Hill subtweeting the Dolphins, bro. Like
I'm so sick of Tyreek, bro.
Yeah, I don't get it, bro. You don't think I like you meaning Tyreek?
He gotta
like,
keep his name in the news.
No, you don't, bro.
He trying to get out of. He trying to get out of there, bro.
Brother, why? Listen, bro. Why you come back and say you committed and ready to play next season, and then
That's the politically correct. That's the NFL these days, bro.
Like they
but he how I go from I'm about to say he just ended the season saying he done with Miami. So
yeah, and then he tweeted shortly after that like, oh, like me and Miami, we good. Looking forward to next season, and then he retweets a fan or some tweet from whoever talk about the possibility of trading him, and then he throwing the do signs up on top of the tweet as if to say like, go ahead, trade me. Like, I mean, at this rate, bro, figure it out. Like,
figure it out.
I ain't got time to be.
No, they need to ship his ass to Jacksonville, bro.
He gonna be sick. He gonna
send him to some bullshit ass team, bro.
He got T-Law out there. He gonna
T-Law who else? Oh, they got BT. Never mind. They got BT out there.
They got BT.
Nah, he ain't gonna
and they got Gabe.
He can go to Tennessee, bro. Him and Cam, bro.
Him and Cam will be tough.
I'm not trading.
I gotta trade what, like two next year's first, the second.
I'm gonna
set yourself back.
Hey, but him and Calvin finna turn up, bro. Him, Calvin, and Treylon, they finna be lit.
Nah, I'm not.
What Treylon doing these days?
Getting on my nerves, bro. That's what he doing, bro. Getting on my nerves. Apparently, he supposed to be back, ready for camp, but I ain't got no expectations, man. I need a receiver in the second round. That's what I need.
Bro, he could be a smooth gunner, bro. I had L5.
I have so much faith in Treylon.
He could be a what, Nick?
L5. That's the outside man on kickoff.
Man, keep bringing up these
I know,
damn
bro,
positions, bro.
L3, L5. In a minute, he gonna be on the practice squad, bro.
Nah, L3, bro. Treylon can make some big money at L3, bro.
Big money.
Yeah, he the first one there. Oh, the kickoff not even the same no more.
He ain't making no money like that.
I mean, he ain't gonna make. He make
name a special team and make a big bread right now.
Shit. Well, you gotta think. First off, you gotta think about the kickers and punters that's actually out there.
Okay, I'm okay. Correct. I'm not talking about the kickers. Like, I'm talking about
CJ Goodwin.
CJ Goodwin.
Who?
Slater. I think he retired already. But Slater.
But like, what kind of money was he making? I don't know.
Devontae Turpin.
He also played offense, but sure.
Treylon can play offense too.
So you talking about a person that's getting paid that?
You said what? Bro, he was we trying to get him third round, first round.
Bro, all I know is, bro, he been in the league with us. This going on his fourth year. He got one TD, bro.
That's a luck thing, bro.
Yeah, bro.
All right, bro.
The Westbrook.
I told you Westbrook. I don't even think he that good, bro.
Double his triple all his numbers.
Yeah, one good season with all them touchdowns, bro.
Yeah, but the funny thing is,
where did he go? Did he come back? Did he come back to
Miami?
Miami.
He's one of the most reliable people I've ever really seen on our roster, bro.
You know why he reliable?
I can count on him. No, I'm talking about blocking. I'm talking about catching. He don't drop nothing. Like, and he get open in the end zone. That's all I need.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Tyreek, but basically, I think at this point, bro, the show is over, buddy.
Yeah,
go ahead, go back to your cocoon, get ready for the season. Ain't nobody getting rid of you, bro.
Yeah, like he hurt like Tiki Barber, bro. He hurt like Tiki Barber, bro.
Though, I think what it is, he used to having that recognition, and now like I feel like they a lot of people dropped him out of the top five. Bro. Like, oh, man.
The worst thing you could do in the NFL, bro, as a football player, bro, is to leave a team and then that team win the Super Bowl and then y'all not be good, bro. You got to deal with that for the rest of your life, fool. He going through that right now, bro.
Chiefs gonna miss Tyreek. They like, no, we not.
I
was just about to say.
I mean, they made it 3 straight. Yeah, they went to 3 straight bowls. They got 2 of them. So, and yeah, Rashid Rice coming back, but
he got hurt. Yeah, like, so that would have they offense was job cooking with him too. He started doing good towards the latter part of his season.
All right, let's keep it pushing. Where are we at? Canty says, "Do I have that in the all 32 folder?" Canty says, "Joe Burrow
you do.
Good."
Please pull it up, bro.
Let's see where this one is.
Hey,
here
Mark,
it is.
look for that. Hey, Mark, did you? All 3 of y'all. Did y'all see what Brock Purdy was like?
40%.
Yeah, he can't.
Or when the players down the field,
he just be throwing to a spot.
Yeah,
I saw that.
I don't know what he's doing.
In a contract year, bro.
Please, he ain't trying to get paid. He ain't trying to get paid.
Don't talk, bro.
He ain't trying to get paid.
I can't see for real.
That is low.
Hey, but he a system quarterback. He a system quarterback, and he be making plays, bro.
Yeah,
watch. He better not. He better.
Now he can't see.
Hey, no, for real. They said put in that. What they say, Snake? Put in the
6'5".
Put in the 6'5" Packers, bro.
4'6" D lineman, bro.
Hey, was that raw room? That was raw room too, right?
Probably.
Yeah. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah.
They probably the best podcast behind Trap or Die.
Purdy package, bro.
Purdy
package,
bro. That's the hell he did.
It's Trap or Die all the way up here.
Right.
Hey, that's hilarious, bro.
Raw room, and then there's everybody else.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find. Oh yeah, it is, bro. Hey, this is hilarious. Present. This is Purdy package.
See where Brock Purdy said he like 40% of the time he don't see the receiver downfield when he's making a pass because the line is so big.
People just saying shit now, huh? Why would you say that?
That's what I'm saying. He said it in an interview. He was like, the 40% of the time I don't see.
He's 6 feet.
Down the field. He's just throwing to a spot.
What he like 6 feet? 6'1"?
They list him as 6'1", so I mean he's probably 5'11".
You don't see the receiver down there?
He said he's throwing to a spot.
Which quarterbacks do that? Yeah. They throw to a spot, but I think they see the nigga wrong.
I'm about to say you gotta see the nigga for you.
If I'm a quarterback that's about to get paid like him, I'm not saying that out loud before I get paid. Because you just cost yourself money. It came out of his mouth.
40% is a lot too.
If I'm a quarterback in his situation, I got my contract coming up. I'm about to get paid.
None of that shit.
After I get paid, I'll say this.
31 D coordinators. Oh, we blessed. Oh, double A gap his ass.
He just gave away $15 million.
We finna get everybody on this deal. We got a whole package, the Purdy package. Everybody 6'3" and tall.
He said, you don't want nobody 6'5".
Everybody 6'5" and up.
And don't even worry about just run straight ahead. As soon as you think that nigga about to throw, just get your hands up. Hands. Now we just took that 40 and made it 60% of the time. You can't see, nigga.
Hey,
that's a wild story, bro. My only pick I threw 10th grade year, bro.
Look at Snick. Only pick.
Couldn't see, bro. I threw that joint blind as a bitch. I knew O'Shea was running a fly in the scene, bro. Hey, O'Shea 5 feet.
I hope you out there.
I'm like, bro. I said,
Jesus, please.
Bro, I threw that jump. All I heard was, oh, I was like, damn, bro, somebody picked that jump.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
no, I don't know, bro. Like, I mean, I think they cracking jokes at the same time being dead ass. Purdy gonna get his bread, but I think it is interesting, like how if a coordinator really gonna like test that theory out. Cause I mean,
you know somebody gonna try it.
Cause I mean, at the same time, like if you know your offense, like Peyton Manning operates the same way. Not to say that he'll ever say that he can't see somebody like 40% of the time, but like he always throws the spots because you know where everybody's supposed to be in the offense. That's where most of his picks came from, in my opinion, because he throwing to a spot.
Tua do the same thing though.
Tua,
Tua throw to the hash every play. Left hash every play, bro. Tyreek Hill on the dead. If he ain't dead, bro, it ain't shit, bro. Mike McDaniel need to get fired.
Well, first off, Peyton was better than that, but I get what you're saying. Peyton can work the whole field, but yeah, Tua was a one and done type guy.
Remember Mad Vision?
Yeah. Damn. And it's crazy because Mike Vick Jones was super skinny, but he still was cooking.
No, you had to he'd be on the check down. You got to make sure you L3 and click over here to the receiver you trying to
Yeah,
throw.
bro.
If you did, airmail.
I'm glad they took the game now.
I say, looking back at it, I don't know how I was good at that game. I was good, but I was like, I don't know how I was good. Like, if they brought that back, I'm like, bro, I ain't got time for this shit.
I feel like now I think about it, ball. It's like, how was you playing that joint? Because
it only lasted a year.
Oh, for real?
I'm saying,
it was one and done.
I don't know about that.
That shit is stupid. You can take it off.
I'm about to say you could turn it off and on, and that's what they made it.
You need to turn that shit off.
But yeah, that sounds crazy.
Oh, Cansey, yeah, Chris Cansey said Joe Burrow ain't good. I'm gonna just get this. I don't even think we should spend time on this, bro. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Do you have
Chris Cansey's not good.
I got the clip. You want me to play
it? I didn't
All right.
see the clip. I just need to see it, bro.
All right, let's go ahead and.
I need to laugh.
He's not the lead.
He's on first take,
bro. On first take too.
We gotta get out of this. We've got to get out of this thing where we want to anoint everybody an elite quarterback.
Who's there?
I'm just saying we can't give the runner-up to the runner-up to the runner-up elite quarterback status. There ain't but 3 spots on the medal stand. When we start talking about the podium, it's a gold medal spot, it's a silver medal spot, and it's a bronze medal spot. Okay. All right, the 4th place guy don't get an acknowledgement. And that's where I'm at with the Joe Burrow of it all. I think when you look at the big 3, when you look at what Patrick Mahomes has done, when you look at what Lamar Jackson has done, when you look at Josh Allen's body of work, those guys have done more in this league in terms of being able to validate their abilities as a quarterback. When it comes to being able to acknowledge the level of player that you are, we got a couple of ways we measure that in the league. It's Super Bowl rings, it's MVPs, and it's all pros. Joe Burrow ain't got none of those. Joe Burrow's claim to fame is once upon a time, 4 years ago, beat Patrick Mahomes in a playoff game on his way to losing the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, that doesn't give you elite status.
Okay.
Do we want to hear his response, or we want?
Yes. I ain't gonna lie. Yes. The way he looking, I think I got it.
Yep, you gotta let Cam go.
All right.
The audacity, since I got to match fire with fire. I thought you was giving it away because you had the orange and black, Apple Watch. I was like, oh, okay, about to come around, go with the Bengals. But if it's not Joe Shiesty, who else? Because when you watch Joe Burrow in the pocket, he knows he's going to get hit. He knows he doesn't have the offensive line to really sustain and hold up, but still, and yet he's still delivering. Now, if you give Joe Burrow, as you know, Mr. Chris Canty, I need you to do your job on the defensive line so I can do my job as an offense too. Sure. He's doing his job, but he needs other people to do their job. If you give Joe Burrow a top 15, heaven forbid a top 10 defense, where would they be then? His defense that he played with this year is atrocious. It goes without saying. His stat line, and everybody keep talking about, ain't this from the dude that talking about ain't giving no Super Bowl back for MVP? Yes, Joe Burrow did his job. You do your job better than the opposing person doing their job. Like I said yesterday, you need 11 guys doing one thing the best of their ability, not one guy doing 11. Joe Burrow held his end of the bargain up. Now, as far as his defense, they failed him.
I'm leaving it there because he was rapping. But I mean, honestly, I don't understand it. It's like people. I don't understand it from the standpoint of like people look at like Drew Brees was a person who dealt with damn near the same type of situation in New Orleans for like 4 straight years where they was going 8-8, and they couldn't really win because their defense was literally one of the worst defenses in the NFL for 3 or 4 consecutive years until they had a turnaround in 2017, bro. Like when they changed things around, they started winning 12-4, 13-3. Like I remember seasons when I was really locked in with the gambling, bro. Like they went like 10, 11 straight weeks of covering the spread. They was whooping ass. But that was because they had a defense now. And I look at Joe Burrow and I'm like, bro, like, look what he working with on that side of the ball. Like, even the owner and management, they don't even feel like replenishing that side. They letting their top guys walk. Like Lou Anarigro, who went to the Colts, right? Good defensive coordinator. he ain't the same no more with that defense. He threw his hands up and said, "Look, man, it's in God's hands." What you got? What you want him to do? He in a shootout every week.
I feel like Cam could have defended the point a little bit better, but one thing that Cam I did agree a lot with is Joe Burrow's doing his job to the best of his ability. Like there's the way that he played quarterback last season, bro. How can you say he could have played better? I mean, he's stat wise had his best year of his career. I mean, 4,900 yards, 43 TDs. And I feel like under 10 picks. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like he's not even turning the ball over like that. Like what else would you like to see him do? That's really my question to Chris Canty. Like, what is it that you would like to see him do? Because obviously everybody can win MVP, and obviously there's other quarterbacks around the league who deserve the honor of MVP. But like, it's crazy to sit here and say he's not elite. Now, to his point of the podium being the golds, bronze, and the silver, like it can only be 3 spots. Cool. If you don't got Joe Burrow in your top 3, fine, but he got to be in your top 4. I mean, I'm sorry, bro. He's that good, bro. But Chris Canty, bro, like I'm saying in the chat, bro. I don't know what Joe Burrow did to him, bro, but he definitely spent a whole lot of time trying to convince people he's not good, and he looks stupid.
It was like somebody had to be on that side. He said, "Let me go ahead and bite the bullet."
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I think some people, including myself, they hear so much about a person when they don't produce the way the hype is. They start to like build something in their head, like, man, he ain't that good. In this case, you did wrong. Like he named Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Neither of them have won an AFC championship. Neither been to the Super Bowl. So Joe, you know what I'm saying? Joe got that. I'm pretty sure they would trade
the MVP part, but you're right.
All pro. It's only 2 of them. I'm pretty sure Joe should have. I mean, this year Joe probably should have been all pro with his stats.
Definitely.
Who was all pro this year? Lamar and Josh.
Yeah.
And I don't think Josh had a great season.
Josh won MVP
compared to Lamar and Joe Burrow.
Yeah, that's true. But you know, a lot had to do with they tried to say his.
They gave him this they gave him this MVP because they weren't trying to give it to Lamar again because Lamar had a way better season than in my opinion. I think Lamar should have won it this year and he should have lost last year.
To who? Josh?
No.
Who?
Dakota Rain Prescott.
All right, bro.
Check the stats. He was number 2 in voting.
Why do you think they actually won MVP? What was that?
Lamar had. We was 12-5. Lamar had.
That's 12-5.
Lamar had 20. He had like 23 touchdowns, like 4 picks. Dak had like 43, and
Dak probably got 1 vote for MVP.
That's wild, bro.
Why you saying that? Because he's a Cowboy, bro.
I actually like Dak, so I don't know what you mean.
You want him?
Nah. You got my boy coming through. Okay.
Oh, Dak went 4,536 and 9 touchdowns, and Lamar won it with.
Lamar had a lot of touchdowns. Am I right?
The year he won
on the ground.
Lamar had 24 and 7, 3,600 yards.
How many rushing did he?
It wasn't that many.
If that's the case, then you might got an argument.
Rushing.
Son, the Bengals really are.
He had 5 on the ground rushing. That's it.
Who's on my record? It must have been like.
See, you still trying to move the goalpost, bro.
I'm just talking about what these voters be looking at. I'm just trying to tell you.
I want to say they won one more game. They might have went 13-4.
You talking about last year?
Talking about the year
they won. The year he won the MVP. Last year they went 12-5. I think the year before that they won one more game than us. So I think Dak should have won it 2023, and then Lamar should have won it the following year over what you call it.
I don't think Dak.
Yeah, I don't get it with Joe. Like
it don't make no sense.
I don't think he should have won any accolades this year. Like that team was some shit, and he was honestly some shit. I mean, let me rephrase that. He wasn't good enough in certain moments of these games, even while he put the team on his back. I don't want to be real blunt. He wasn't some shit, but he had moments where he wasn't good. He had a lot of games plenty of games where he had multiple turnovers in them that hurt his team. So he contributed to the mess. And if he was really like MVP caliber, this is one of those dudes where like you're talking about he's overcoming. Like this is one of those seasons where he overcomes the defense, and I just can't give it to a guy that went 9-8. They had to basically win out. Yeah, they had to win out to make it to the offs.
They did. They won 5 straight.
No, I'm saying they had to win out because their team was
some shit.
They was 4-8, right? 4-8. They had to win 5 straight to make it. Like there's other teams who was winning throughout the whole season.
3. You know what's crazy? Wild stat about their Jones last year. Every game was by 1 possession that they lost, which is insane.
I mean, that is wild.
Yeah. All right, let's close it out on y'all want to do Braun versus Stephen A, or y'all want to do the Browns?
Something else happened with them?
No, bro.
But we ain't talk about it. The Browns finally told the truth. Which one y'all want to do?
Let's hear that, Browns.
All right. We're gonna talk about Braun and Stephen A if something else pops up though. We're gonna let them slide.
We might as well talk about it, bro. It ain't that much to talk about.
Nobody really ain't.
It is plenty to talk about.
Soft. Both of them.
But which one is this? All right, here we go. Browns owner Jimmy Haslam. This is from Daniel Oyafusi. He covers the Browns for ESPN. Browns owner Jimmy Haslam on the team's trade for Deshaun Watson. Quote unquote. We took a big swing and missed with Deshaun. We thought we had quarterback. We didn't, and we gave up a lot of draft picks to get him. So we've got to dig ourselves out of that hole. The trade was an entire organization decision, and it ends with D&I. So hold us accountable. All I got to say is 2 things. First off, if I'm Deshaun Watson, thank you for the money. I appreciate it, fully guaranteed. It is what it is. Secondly, I feel bad for I feel sick if I'm dealing with all these injuries while I'm in Cleveland. Like, why is my luck expired? Granted, like some can view this as karma, right? So I'm gonna stay out of that rabbit hole. But some can view this as karma, given your history track record with these women, alleged track record with these women. But then the second thing is outside of like the personal finance factor and me actually from a competitive standpoint, if I'm hearing this, bruh, and the owner of the team I'm on here is saying I was a mistake, bruh. I was a mistake, bruh. They thought they had a quarterback and I'm just assing it up and they need another quarterback. I'd be so disappointed in myself, but I'd also be pissed, bruh. Like, why don't y'all just get rid of me? So I can figure out what to do next with my life.
Would you really be that upset, bro?
But that's why I separated it. Like personally, financially is one thing, but like if I'm a competitor, bro, and I still want to be on the field, but I know that my time is over with. Like I'm not playing again with Cleveland. I'm a backup.
You think he a backup?
For sure,
bro. The owner, yes.
But let me ask you a question, because the word around town is they're not planning on taking the quarterback at 2. So it's like let me finish. If you're not going to take a quarterback at 2, first of all, I don't know who their quarterback is on the roster other than Deshaun Watson right now.
Kenny Pickett.
Come on, bro. D-Y can play. They're going to put him in over Kenny Pickett.
It's a combination.
He's not. First off, he's not better than Kenny Pickett. That's how bad he is.
No, man.
Second is they don't have to draft a quarterback at number 2 to not have a quarterback.
That's true.
To not draft a quarterback.
You're gonna have to sign up.
Rumor has it from Adam Schefter. They may be trying to trade back into the first round on the back end and try and get Jalen Milroe from Alabama.
And hold on, I'm glad you brought that up because I'm trying to figure out why he even showing up to the
Well, there you go. Put the 2 and 2 together. He may be going first round, and guess who may be taking him?
Why would they?
Let me tell you something.
Did they not see Anthony Richardson? He did the same thing, bro.
What they need to do is, bro. whoever their scout is, they need to be like, who you like? They would say Jalen Milroe, X him out of there. Instantly come off the list.
But Milroe got an elite talent. Like Anthony Richardson was a big, strong arm mobile quarterback, but Milroe has an elite talent, and that's his legs. Like he legitimately makes shit shake with his legs, bro. Like Anthony Richardson just had mobility and he was power. He had power behind him. Jalen gets busy, bro. He got running back, like elite running back vision, and can make people miss an open field if things go south with his arm.
But they gonna go south.
He can get 100 yards. He'd be a 1,000-yard rusher as a rookie. That's how good he is.
You'll have 1,000 yards passing and 1,000 yards rushing.
That's what you gonna run your offense, man.
Rookie of the year.
60 yards, bro. Right?
But nah, that might be their plan. But they're gonna get a quarterback. They're gonna draft
Will Howard, anybody but Jalen. Dylan Gabriel, like anybody but Jalen.
This man said 5'9" Dylan Gabriel.
Bro, at least he passed the ball, bro. I can't.
He can't even see beyond it. If Brock Purdy is 40%, he probably like 90.
Hey, bro, throw to your spot, bro.
They okay.
Throw to your
spot.
Be
just like you throwing out there O'Shea.
Bro, I got that game film somewhere around this zone too.
Don't even pull that out, bro.
Bro, that shit look
bad. Send it to the shit.
That shit look bad on tape. Coach Jones called me in the office the next day. He was like,
"Come here, son."
He was like, "What did you see here?" I was like, "Bro, he was running up the seam, bro." Because it worked.
Explain what you saw. Please.
It worked in the Rose game. It just ain't working.
That's what you told your coach too. It worked at Rose.
I called Auburn everything, bro. I was like, "Hey, V7, bro, you want that shit wide open? Sell that bitch." But nah, bro. Browns, y'all need to get.
Look, the ball felt good when it left my hand.
I think they should get Jackson Dart.
I thought it was good.
Jackson Dart is who they should target, not Milroe, bro.
If they get a quarterback, I think that's probably the plan. Like, it's anybody but D-Watt at this point.
They should have got Joe Milroe.
I would have made that clear.
So D-Watt might have something in the tank,
he
bro.
must know something because I don't know why else he'd be showing up.
Wait. What'd you say, Rick?
D-Watt might still have a little something in the tank, man.
I gave up on that, Rick.
He might though. What if?
I'm just saying, what they put some more pieces around him, bro? He might be team dependent. He might be team dependent.
Yeah, Jerry Jeudy, David Njoku.
They got Jerry Jeudy after he got hurt.
Elijah. Yeah. Well, whose fault is that?
And is Jerry Jeudy proven yet, bro? Like, I feel like he still be trying to figure out who he is, bro.
Nah, he had like 1,400.
I mean, no, he cooked this year, but I'm saying, but this is first year cooking for real, right? Am I not mistaken? Like, he was dropping the ball a lot years prior.
1,400, but at the same time, like you in Denver, and the situation is not ideal. He ain't had no quarterbacks in Denver.
Steve Smith lit a fire on them, bro. He turned up because he was
some shit that game too.
He had like 240. He had like 2-something versus somebody this year. I was like, bro.
Yeah, that was against the Browns. I mean, the Broncos. My bad.
Oh yeah, boy, it was balling.
They lost that game too.
Shout out to D-Watt though, bro. He secured the bag for future generations.
He definitely did, man.
I think once you get all that money, bro, you lose. He probably not even. His iPad probably got 1 hour, bro. He like, bro, I don't need to watch this shit.
Yeah, nah, for real. I'm gonna just go out there and just play football, bro.
Hey, bro, I know what you got a bang gate, bro.
I just don't understand what happened to D-Watt though. Like, I'm sorry, bro. At once upon a time, I'm sure y'all probably agree, bro. D-Watt.
Yeah, he was a top quarterback in the league.
He was.
At one point, bro.
Stop hitting the parlor, bro.
I don't know what to
Hey, you know who next on this list? Justin Tucker. He got the same scandal, bro.
Hey, he definitely
did. That season last year was terrible, bro.
You don't know why?
And then you got Jim Harbaugh.
He got the Paula curse. He got the Paula curse.
The Paula curse. I like that.
It's over
with, we about to start using that when anytime we see some players out there with
they start playing bad out the random. Hey, they need to check into him. One of
the Jones texting right before the game, like, man, I'm about to tell the world about you, bro. And he just messed up his mental ever since then. He started missing kicks. He's like, damn. He had the biggest fall off I've seen for a kick.
You know, that's crazy, bro.
Since Dan Bailey.
It was bad.
It's terrible.
Baltimore loved him. He was at the.
I legit lost bets because of him, bro. Literally because like his points would have swung the game into my favor, bro, and he blew it, bro.
He was
Specifically the Eagles game,
goals, bro. He was blowing field goal after field goal, bro.
He was thinking about the
he was like,
scandal,
damn, bro. I'm about to be exposed, bro.
Oh my god,
that's kickers
crazy.
Exposed.
Yeah, that's insane, though, bro.
Out
of all the people in the league, him.
Ain't nothing. I ain't surprised. Well, I mean, that's a name, I guess. It's true enough. It's a name.
A random kicker, not a random, like the best kicker in the league. He out here.
Yeah.
Besides that, allegedly, though. It's all allegedly.
Yeah, smart. Thank you for that. Okay. All right. Well, shout out to Jimmy Haslam. You're stupid. You're a terrible owner. Brown suck. I mean, come on, bro. Like, look what they did. They gave up all them picks, and they got nothing to show for it. And on top of that,
understand though. At the time, bro,
it looked like a good trade.
It looked like a good trade, bro.
Bro, they gave him $240 guaranteed, fully guaranteed.
Hey, I ain't saying
the trade looked good.
The money.
The trade looked good.
But I'm just talking but that's part of it, though. It came the extension came with the trade. Like that was it. Didn't matter where he went. He was that's what came with it. That was the deal.
That was really wild.
Trade and extension.
D-Y was really supposed to be in Atlanta.
Yes, he was.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure Atlanta paid for it with Kirk Cousins.
They said off the blank, like this something happened with off the blank, like he kind of changed his mind the last second. I don't know.
Scandal, bro. He can't. He had the flashback of Mike Vick, and there was a whole bunch of stuff, bro.
Imagine that.
Hey, bro, did y'all talk about the Houston game already?
What, college?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, we ain't talking about that.
Bro, I wanted Houston to win so bad, bro. I was so mad they gave up the game at the end, bro, because they was strapping, bro.
They sorry.
Coach, what you mean?
They sorry, bro.
Bro, I was so mad,
they shouldn't have been in that game, bro.
Who should have been in?
You know who should have been there.
So that means hold up, bro. That make y'all super sorry if they sorry.
Nah. Did you watch the game?
They beat y'all.
Did you watch the game?
They beat y'all.
I ain't think so.
Y'all, they came up short just like
we ain't got nothing to talk about. If you ain't watch the game, I can't talk to you.
But y'all came up short, bro, just like that.
I can talk to people who watch.
Hold on, so all right, let me ask you this, right? Because I didn't watch the game, and I do want to go watch the game because after watching them just now against Florida, I was like, bro, I wonder how that Duke game went. Like, was they strapping y'all like how they were strapping Florida?
I will say that the game was still. I mean, it wasn't high scoring. If that's your question, it was good defense on both sides.
It was a D. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And like we was up like. Bro, I swear we was up like 13. We was up like 13 with like 10 minutes to go. And then like it got to a point where honestly the last 2-3 minutes of the game, bro, literally Rick didn't have any field goals. A lot of all their points came off the line. Like they really wanted to
they was just going to the rack.
Yeah, they was going to the rack because Duke don't start that beat, bro.
I was about to say, was Flag getting strapped?
First of all, no, Flag got 27. Watch him out.
Okay.
I was just curious. Should have had what, 29?
Excuse me.
No, I'm talking. I'm really talking to Nick because he over here.
I'm just asking, bro.
Watch the game.
You should have had 29, bro.
It don't matter. Did you watch the game?
He should have had 29.
Should have had 29.
Hold on, they lost by what, 3?
3. Yeah. And then I sent the clip to the chat when they called that bogus foul on Cooper Flag and put them in a 1-on-1. They took the lead after that call. So.
You think y'all would have beat Florida?
Yeah, I do.
For sure.
I'm telling you, yeah, we would beat Florida.
Because what
you think y'all you play Houston? You think y'all to beat them?
For sure.
The star for Florida, that was the dude with the bush, right? What's the name?
Like,
guess we'll never know.
We gave that game away, bro. If you watch the game, bro, you'd be able to understand what I'm saying.
But they took that game from y'all, bro.
All right, Ma, what's up?
Bro, don't fall in the trap. Don't fall in the trap, bro. Don't fall in the trap, bro.
He trying to get me going, bro. I ain't gonna do it tonight, bro. I ain't gonna do it tonight, bro.
But no, I don't think y'all beating Houston though. I don't think y'all beating them.
But that's cool.
Bro, I wouldn't even stay y'all.
I don't think I'm gonna beat them though.
Damn, bro, they're 100% versus y'all, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I'm trying to get Ryan out of here so he can handle his business. You know, you got some. You about to go in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan, run actually.
You about to do the toes in the car? You and V going to the car?
Come on, bro. I don't know what you talking about.
That's like
I'm about to go work out, bro.
3/4 of a pound right there, bro.
I thought you was okay. All right. Thought you about to go suck some toes, bro. My bad.
No.
My bad, brother.
Well, shout out to all the people out there who gotta lose 5+ pounds in less than 4 days. Y'all get y'all work in. You know,
for real.
Listening to this, you need to get this done. Shout out to all the people out there who has made life changing. First off, shout out to Rick's background with the Trap or Dive hashtag.
That's your first time seeing that?
Well, the last few shows. First off, Rick ain't been on
the
show
in
like
I've been in the kitchen
in the last couple.
Anytime
the last couple shows.
I seen it.
The last couple shows he been in the kitchen, so now I see the background. It's an amazing background, bro. You did a great job.
You need to cut the lights on, bro.
I think it just died actually.
And
you don't got to snap no more, bro.
I need to, huh?
First off, you need to show me where to buy that so I can upgrade my background.
I'm gonna get it soon. I think I got that jump from like Amazon or something for real.
Hey, the ones I've been seeing from Amazon, like the little neon light, which I do like it, but I like that if those light up, I may want to try that too. All right, where's I at? Shout out to all the people who gotta lose the weight. Shout out to all the people who make stupid trades and sign people to extensions without even seeing them playing in over 14 months. Shout out to all the people who had their rookie quarterbacks make it to the conference championship game. Shout out to the quarterbacks who's never made it to a conference championship game.
Shout out to teams division with Pro Bowl defensive linemen, superstars. Shout out to all the teams with those.
All pros.
Yeah. Shout out to
the linebackers who's made it to all pros, who's won Super Bowls, who's made it to the Pro Bowl.
Shout out to corners who've led the seasons in interceptions. Shout out to
shout out to receivers.
Record-breaking pick six holders.
Thank you.
Shout out to receivers who has dogged the whole division before, bro. 13 touchdowns. I don't think somebody's done that a long time before in that division. Shout out to them guys.
Shout out to the receivers that got you a celebration band because it was too vicious.
Shout out,
bro. Shout out to Dez Bryant. Shout out to the teams who get to pick number 1 overall. That's a special moment, bro. You know, we don't ever really see that on this show.
We'll get to see that for real. Y'all not getting him, bro. Y'all about to trade that joint. We're gonna be hot.
So enjoy y'all day.
Back to the 26th pick.
Whenever y'all listening, whenever y'all watching, again, like button, subscribe button. We'll be back next week.
Y'all gonna get an L5. Y'all get an L5.
Chop it down. Chop it down. Chop it down. You gon' chop it down. Chop it down. You gon' chop it down.
Put
down, set. Watch you throw the ball. We gon' pick it off. You gon' let him hit the hole or you gon' cut it off. You gon' play through 4th and long or you gon' punt it off. Your defenders heavy hitters, put your pads in. Don't be looking for the ref to throw no flags in. Keep the helmet on, keep the cleats tight. You the type to want to win by any means, right? You should look alive. This is Trap or Die.